Okay, so now we'll see the static keyword in Java. So static keyword belongs to the class rather than instance of the class. That means what, we can access the static variables without using any object throughout the class. So we can access the static variable, static method without using any object of the class. That is what static keyword belongs to the class rather than the instance of the class. So we'll see static variable first. So static variables can be used to refer common property of all objects. It means what? It gets memory only once in a class area at the time of class loading. Okay. Then it will not create copy of static variable for a different instance. For whatever number of object will declare, for that it will only access same memory location. So modification will be done at that memory location only for different objects of the class. So it makes program memory efficient, and it is used for the counter types of program. So it means what, to count number of students in a college, number of students in a class. So there we can use the static variables. This is what static variable, and also we can access that static variables without creating the object of the class. So it belongs to the class rather than the instance of the class. Okay. Also, it will not create the copy of a static variables for a different instance. It will access same memory location for every instance of the class, that is every object of the class. So we'll see the demonstration of static variables. So now see this class. This class contains the class having name is what, college. Here we are declaring one static variable, that is integer, static integer count equals to 0, and this is what construct from the class where we are increasing the count, that is count plus plus, and printing the number of student in the count. So here also we can access this count variable without using the object of the class. Yes. So here calling, here we are creating 3 objects, and for each object it will call the default constructor. So it will increases the count by 1. So for first time it will increases the count, that is 0 to 1. Then after that for second instance it will incremented it to 1 to 2, and here for third instance it will incremented it to 2 to third. So system.out.println, every time it will print the count value, that it will print for 1, 2 and 3. For 3 instance it will print 1, 2, 3 in a sequence. That is what, it access same memory location for each and every object. Yes, that is what, it will not create the copy of static variables for different instances. It access the same memory location. So same memory location will be incremented, that is 1 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3. So we'll see this. What is the name? That is college dot college.java. After that we'll execute it. So number of students, it will printed number of students 1, 2 and 3. So that is what static variables in Java. After that, static method in Java. So static methods can't access the non-static data members. That is what, we can't access the instance variables over here in a static method. So static method, that is what it belongs to the class rather than the object of the class. Same. We can execute the static methods, or we can call the static methods without creating the object of the class. We can directly call it. So it means it is belong to the class rather than the object of the class. It can be invoked without creating the object of the class, and it can access the static members of the class and also can change the value of it. It means what, we can access the static members in a static method and we can modify it, but we can't access the non-static data members in the static methods. So you see that. So here is one class, that is static method. In that we are declaring this is instance variable. This is your static variable, and here is the static method update. So here we can't access this I over here. That's I is non-static data member. That is, it is instance variable, so we can't access over here. Suppose we'll remove this one, and also name is static variable, so no issue to access over here. We can modify it. That is name equals to welcome class. Then void display. So we'll make over here B, because you are the B class students. So then void display system.out.println, and we can print name over here. So execution start from here, that is public static void main. Here we are calling update method without creating the object of the class. So after that, here this method is not static, display is not static method. So for that we have to create the object of the class and then we can access it. So execution begins from here. Yes, so it will go to the update method. So static update, so it will give error to this I, because we are accessing that non-static data member over here. So we'll see that first. What is the name? That is static method. Yes, that is I is a non-static variable. I cannot be referenced from a static context. That is what, we can't access this I. That is what, it is non-static data member, so we can't access in a static method. Okay, so we'll see again. So it is on welcome class B, that is the string is modified, that is name is initialized to welcome, and here it is modified to class B. So about static method is what, we can declare the static method by using static keyword. We can access the static data members and modify it in a static area, that is static method, but we can't access the instance variable. Also we can access static method directly without creating the object of the class. Okay, that's all for the static method. Next topic is what, static block. Static block, so we can declare a static block. It can be used to initialize the static data members, and it is executed before main method. It is executed before main method at the time of class loading. Okay, so before main method, when the class is loading, this method is executed, and this block is executed, and this block is used to initialize the static data member. So we'll see simple demonstration of this, that is static block. So here is one static block, in that this one is static block, in that we are just printing something in static block, and in main method we are just printing in main method. So What is the thing that is static block will be executed before the main method when the class is loading. So output will be what? First we'll get static. First we'll get in static block, and after that we'll get in a main method. So we'll see. This is your static block .java. That is what in static block and then in main method. So this static block is executed before main method. So till now we have seen that is main method execution started with the main method. But now when you are declaring any static block, then execution started with the static block. First it will execute the static block and then it will execute the main. It is about the static keyword. So in static keyword we have seen that is what static variable, static method, static block. So keep in mind that a static keyword belongs to the class rather than the instance of the class. It means what? Whatever we are declaring static, that can be accessed without using any object of the class. We can access it directly. So that's all about the static